India's Air Force is the fourth largest in the entire world. To compete on the global stage, the Indian Air Force, or the IAF, must have personnel who are highly trained as well as be equipped with the best aircraft. Welcome to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton and I searched up 10 of the best aircraft in India, and I'm counting down all the way from number 10 to number 1. Here we have the Ilyushin IL-78. That's the aircraft we're going to be starting off with, and it is an aerial refueling tanker. It's used for air-to-air refueling purposes, and it can refuel almost all aircraft and helicopter in the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force first received this aircraft in 2003, and it made its first public appearance in the Air Force Day Parade on October 8, 2003. The power plants used are 4 Aviad Vagatel D30 KP turbofans, and each of them give 27,000 pound force of thrust. It can hit a top speed of 850 kilometers an hour. Next up at number 9, we have the C-130J Super Hercules. The Super Hercules is a transport aircraft made by the American company Lockheed Martin. The Indian Air Force bought 6 back in 2008 to be used by its special forces. The IAF later added Indian-based equipment to the aircraft as upgrades, and the aircraft is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce AE2100 D3 turboprop engines with a Dowty R391 6-blade composite propellers. The aircraft can reach a maximum speed of 671 kilometers an hour. The next aircraft I'm looking at is the C-17 Globemaster III. The C-17 Globemaster III is a large military transport aircraft. The Indian Air Force and Boeing, the company, agreed on terms for the order of 10 C-17 aircraft in February of 2011. The aircraft is powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F117 PW100 turbofans, and these fans produce 40,440 pound force of thrust each. The C-17's top speed is 829 kilometers an hour, and it's a great addition to the Air Force due to its tactical weapons and ability to move troops. The MiG-29 comes in at number 7. The MiG-29 is a supersonic fighter jet, and it's designed by Mikoyan MiG-29 Design Bureau back in the Soviet Union. The Indian Air Force, by the way, is the 3rd largest operator of the MiG-29 in the world, and the aircraft is powered by a single Tumansky R25-300 turbofan engine producing 15,650 pound force of thrust with afterburn. The MiG-29 is super fast, reaching maximum speeds of 2,175 kilometers. That thing can zip through the sky. Next up, I want to look at the SEPECAT Jaguar. Let's take a look. The SEPECAT Jaguar is an attack aircraft, and this is a beautiful piece of machinery. Look at this thing. The Indian Air Force had ordered 40 Jaguars built in Europe and 120 licensed-built aircraft from HAL under the Indian name Shamshir, which stands for Sword of Justice. The aircraft uses 2 Rolls-Royce Turbomeca Ador Mk102 turbofans, and they produce 5,115 pound force of thrust each. This aircraft has a maximum speed of 1,699 kilometers an hour. This list would not be complete without mentioning the HAL Tejas. It's a single-seat, multi-role, lightweight fighter jet developed by Aeronautical Development Agency, or ADA, as well as the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL. This was created for the Indian Air Force and Navy. The power plant used is General Electric F404GE F2J3 turbofan engines with afterburn. The aircraft can fly at a top speed of Mach 1.8, that's 2,205 kilometers an hour, and it can climb to a max altitude of 15,200 meters. Dassault Mirage 2000 is up next. This aircraft is a French multi-role 4th generation fighter jet made by Dassault Aviation. The Indian Air Force purchased 49 Mirage 2000s in the 1980s. Among them, 42 are single-seaters and 7 are 2-seater trainer aircraft. In 2004, the Indian government approved the purchase of 10 more Mirages. The aircraft is powered powered by a single SNECMA M53P2 afterburning turbofan. It can achieve a top speed of 2,336 kilometers an hour, so that thing can like really fly. Even though it's an old aircraft, it's still one of the most versatile jets in the Indian Air Force. The number 3 spot goes to the Mikoyan MiG-29. The MiG-29 is a jet fighter aircraft manufactured by Mikoyan back in the Soviet Union. The Indian Air Force was the very first international buyer of the MiG-29, and this particular aircraft was extensively used during the 1999 Kargil War in Kashmir by the IAF. Now what powers the aircraft is a twin Kilmov RD-33 afterburning turbofans producing 18,300 pound force of thrust. It has a maximum speed of 2,400 kilometers an hour. So we're coming down to the wire. We got 2 aircrafts left. Can you guess what they are? Okay, so number 2, second spot goes to the Dassault Rafale. The Dassault Rafale is a French twin-engine multi-role fighter aircraft that was developed by Dassault Aviation. In 2012, the Dassault Rafale was chosen by the Indian Air Force as its preferred omni-role fighter jet, and India just had to get some ordered. It has a top speed of over 1,920 kilometers an hour, and it's equipped with Meteor BVRAAM missiles. So finally, the number 1 aircraft in the Indian Air Force is the Sukhoi Su-30MKI. It's a multi-role air superiority fighter developed in Russia by Sukhoi Design Bureau and was built under license by India's HAL. The Indian Air Force has 200 of these in service, and the fighter jet is powered by 2 Lyuka AI-30FP thrust vector turbofans producing 27,560 pound force each with afterburn. The jet is able to achieve a top speed of 2,100 kilometers an hour, and it's equipped with the very best of the best when it comes to weaponry, and it's Indian Air Force's top aircraft. So that's a look at the 10 best Indian aircraft. Let me know if you agree with my list. Sound off in the comment section down below. And you gotta check out another similar video to this one. I have it right here beside me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can keep up to date with all the latest episodes here on FTD Facts. I'm Leora Kenton, and I'll see you all next time in another episode. Later.